All right, we have some cards that I'm going to send out to consignment to pay off a sports card grail. I do have prices on these as I've been setting up at card shows and prices change so often. So this is like a rough price so I kind of know what to send off. It's a Mewtwo V from the Pokemon Go set. The full art is PSA 10 and really nice card, a cheap one, and just one that I have enjoyed having for the time. The goal behind all of this is to roll profits into a bigger card for my personal collection. Next up, I'm not sure about this one. I may or may not send this depending on how the other card values shape up, but this is my personal copy from the pre-release from Evolutions. This is the Charizard pre-release promo in a PSA 7. It's around 300 to 400. I'm kind of high on it, but it's got insane hollow bleed through the whole card, which is kind of crazy. I did think this was going to get an 8 or a 9, but it's got a hollow scratch, and then it's got a few white dots, and it's off-center. So I think PSA was pretty harsh on this one, but it is a 7. It's still around $400 as of time of recording. All right, one that has gained a lot of interest when I put it out at card shows. It has gone up the 2 times that I've put it out at shows now. This is the Munch Rowlet in a PSA 9. So I'm hoping to get closer to this 500 range. Maybe 480-ish is kind of where I'm kind of like, it's probably more likely to do that. But maybe in the time that it takes to sell, it'll go up even further than this. This is one of the big cards to help get me over the threshold for my card purchase. I'm not sure why this got the grade it got, but it should honestly be lower, but I'm not complaining. PSA 7, Groudon EX. I have around 500 on it. It's more of like a $300 to $400 card. I kind of put the $500 price tag on it because I didn't really want to sell it at card shows. It gains a lot of interest. Just I remember when this card and the Kyogre were super cheap when the set came out in 2015. Nobody wanted the cards. They were so easy to pull due to the set being 34 cards. Really awesome one to have, and I'm honestly into this for 140. So it's gone up since then. Whatever I get is profit at the end of the day. Should have bought more copies when I could, but hey, it is what it is. Last but certainly not least, a card that I have enjoyed, and it's shot up. It is a tag team. The Mew and Mewtwo, PSA 10, new cert. The certification number has 5 4s in a row, which is kind of cool. I picked this up in a cash trade deal at a local sports card shop. I sold a lot of Lions cheap autos and PSA cards and cash for this one, so I'm definitely in the money on this one. In the next part, you will see what the card is that I got and if I kept this Charizard or not. All right, it's in hand. We finally got the card. I sent those cards out at the beginning of August, and now at the end of October, finally got the card in hand. This is a PC grail of mine. And now, you might be thinking to yourself, wasn't that last clip a bunch of Pokemon? And you're talking about sports cards? Well, yes. For those who may not know, my main personal collection for sports cards is Michael Phelps. As I remember watching the Olympics with my family in 2008 when he went 8 for 8 gold medal wins, 2012 in London, and then the 2016 Rio Games where it all ended. I remember watching the games with my family, and this card is a grail card. I didn't end up sending that Charizard out. I did end up having enough funds to pick up this card and also have $200 plus some left over. So this card is essentially free. I'm just very happy to have this in the collection, and this card hasn't sold since 2023 in raw condition for $300. But in reality, like I said, it's essentially free, rolling Pokemon card profits into this card. But enough being said, let's get right into the card. So this process took a fairly long time, and that's to be expected. I used Fund Your Cards. They're a company that upfronts the money to buy the card for you, and then you send them graded cards, and they sell them off, and then you pay off the card balance with the cards you send them. I saw this card on Walmart.com of all places. And it was also on Fanatics apparel website. So it was the same card on 2 different websites, basically from the same seller. They bought the card on Fanatics on my behalf. All right, so here's the card. Boom, right here. Here's the back of this one. Alan Ginter, mini frame autograph. Michael Phelps, the Olympic GOAT. This is the red ink auto out of 10. I'm very happy to have this in the collection. A rare card at that. This is an SGC 9 auto grade 10. A nice bold red auto at that. Out of 10. And very happy to have this in the collection. And there's not another one on the market. As far as I know, this is the only one that was on the market at the time. And I haven't seen one since. And I also haven't seen any public sales or any listings of red ink autos from the other years. So this is the last year of Michael Phelps red ink autos from Alan and Ginter. There's a 2009 version and a 2012 version as well. I like the number 8 on there because he went 8 for 8 in 08. But there's not an 08 Alan and Ginter Michael Phelps. Card's in pretty good shape. Maybe I was thinking about cracking this and sending it to PSA. Or I could just get it cross-graded. That's probably what I'll end up doing with this card. Why would you trade Pokemon for a sports card? At the end of the day, it's my collection, and it's what I enjoy. I want to create the best Michael Phelps card collection and ticket collection in the world. So this will definitely get me one step closer to having the best Michael Phelps card collection. In my opinion, this card needed to be in my collection. Now I'm looking for the other years. The 2009 first year red ink auto out of 10, and then the 2012 one. I need them all. Don't be afraid to take profits. I'm basically trading up into this card, handing it to a Pokemon dealer and saying, hey, take these cards, give me your Michael Phelps. Will that happen at a card show? No. The design on the back is really cool. These are the mini frame autos, so the card is pretty small, but then it's in a frame. One other thing to note, that would be the ultimate grail, in my opinion, for Alan and Ginter, is the 1-of-1 gold ink autos. Wherever those are, I don't know. Will I ever get one? I sure hope so. And I want to leave you guys with this. The first thing I've ever picked up of Michael Phelps, the first ever auto I picked up of Michael Phelps, that is this 2012 Alan and Ginter in-person auto, authentic auto, PSA graded, bold blue auto. Really happy to have this. And to say that I would go from this to this card, the 2016 out of 10 red ink auto. I didn't know that this card existed when I picked this card up. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But when I dug in, did the research, and found out that this card never sells. There are a lot of people out there that have a lot of Michael Phelps cards. And he also collects his own cards too. I've said it on the channel before. I think it's great. I'm competing against him to collect his own cards. If you guys know where the other years are of this card out there, let me know. I need them for the collection. That'd be cool if it was 8 of 10 like this one, but any number will do. They're out of 10. They're very rare. And you don't see them ever. Who knows? In another 3 years, another one will come up for sale. In another 10 years, another one will come up for sale. Or another one will come up tomorrow. If you guys like what you see here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at CalvinCards. Stay safe and have a good one.